Hi, I'm Alethea and we're working on our little mobility series. So if you have any mobility problems or you're new to yoga and you're just feeling kind of stiff, this is a great place to start. So today we're going to be working just a little bit standing and then we're going to go down to our knees. So if you have trouble being on your knees, maybe choose a different video to start today. You're going to need a yoga bolster or a blanket. You can also use like a long shaped pillow. So if you use a blanket, you'll just be rolling it up long ways. So you create like a kind of a blanket tube. So let's start today just standing wherever you are and find a comfortable standing position. Your knees can always be slightly bent to protect your lower back. And just turn your palms facing forward and we'll just take a moment to ground down into the earth. So the option here is to close your eyes. Just a tiny little challenge to the balance, but really good for you. And if that feels like too much, you can leave your eyes open. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths here. So we're going to take a nice, deep, long, slow inhale through the nose, pulling the belly in with air, letting the belly expand with air. Feeling your lungs expand at the top. Hold your breath and sigh it all out the mouth while you relax your shoulders down. Let your hands relax. And we'll just take 2 more. These cleansing breaths are just to pull in all the stress, tension, any kind of tightness, maybe squeeze and hold at the top. And when you sigh it out, just let it all go. Feel the shoulders just drop away. Last one. Slow, deep inhale through the nose. Pulling all the air in that you can. And just let it go out the mouth. You can allow your breathing just to return to normal, in through the nose and out through the nose throughout your practice. But always feel free to take a cleansing breath when you need to. If your eyes are not open yet, you can blink them open. And we'll just take a big inhale through the nose as we reach the hands up to the sky. You can lift your gaze a little bit. Maybe your chest comes open. And as you exhale, bend the elbows and press the heart forward. So bring the elbows down at 90 degrees, cactus arms, open the hands. And inhale, let's reach the hands back up, straighten out the spine. Exhale, open the elbows, lift the heart, press the chest forward. Inhale, reach up, straighten out. Exhale, let's open the hands all the way and just let yourself fold forward slowly. Keep your knees bent. If you need to grab onto your quads or your thighs to walk your hands down, you can. And let's just take a ragdoll fold. So if you bend your knees, it will protect your lower back a little bit, and just explore some movement here. Maybe take a little sway side to side. Think about maybe shaking your head back and forth with a no gesture to encourage your neck to relax. And if it feels uncomfortable for you, you can always hold your hands onto your legs, onto your thighs or your shins. And we'll be starting to walk our hands down to the ground. So we're going to walk ourselves into a tabletop position onto our hands and knees. So lower down slowly to your knees. And when you get into your tabletop, think about stacking your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. So knees as wide as your hips. And while we're here, we'll find our stability And as you inhale, move into cow pose. So drop the belly, curl the tailbone up, lift the heart. Exhale, cat pose, Marjariyasana. Drop the crown of the head down and round the chin to the chest, pulling the belly button up. Inhale, cow. Exhale. Inhale, Bitilasana, cow pose. Curl the tailbone up to the sky. Lift the heart, spread the fingertips. Exhale, cat pose. Through these rather slowly, but you can feel free to take them even slower or speed them up. It's whatever your body's feeling. We're encouraging open conversation, open dialogue with our bodies. So every day we feel a little bit different. And one of the best things about yoga is getting back into your body. Keeping a constant dialogue and a constant conversation. We'll take one more round of cow and cat. And after you round through on the last time, find a neutral spine. So just let your spine straighten out. Anytime that your wrists may be feeling a little bit like they're working too much in these, you can always take breaks and shake them out or roll them. It's always everybody has working parts all the time. So we have to be mindful of that. Go ahead and shift your weight into your left palm, and as you inhale, reach the right hand up and open as far as you can. So you're opening your right chest up to the side. As you exhale, tuck your right arm underneath your left. So you come down onto your right shoulder and your right temple. You can walk your fingertips forward. And continue to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Really good for the upper back. It's a place we hold a lot of tension and tend to carry the weight of the world. So this is a great stretch for the rhomboids and to relieve neck tension. And let's take another breath in together here. And as you exhale, bring your left hand back towards your head, press into your palm, and lift yourself back up. Up. Replacing your right hand. Move to the other side. Your weight shifts into the right palm. Inhale as you open your left hand to the sky, lifting it all the way up. Exhale, thread the needle, left arm goes underneath the right armpit. Drop down to your left temple. Right fingertip. Walk forward on the mat, stretching your right hand out. And just settle in. Be mindful to keep your hips over your knees and not high. So we're not sitting back on our feet. A little bit of stretching every day can make all of the difference for your neck pain or any pain. Let's take a breath in together. Round it out. Bring your right palm back close to your head, press into your mat to unclean back to tabletop. Take a couple more cat and cows here. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine. Drop that crown of the head. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral. Your knees wide. You can have your toes close together. And let's back towards the heels in child's pose. You can walk your hands forward, let it melt down. Maybe come down onto your forehead, or maybe you're up really high. If you're up really high and having issues melting down a little far, you can always take a pillow in front of you and just prop yourself up. Always listen to your body. And we'll just stay here for a few breaths. Focusing on the breath is really good for our mobility. Sometimes when we don't even realizing it, when we're not even realizing it, we're holding our breath. And in turn, holding muscles that we don't really need to be holding. I see it all the time in my clients and my massage clients. So if we can get into a constant conversation with our bodies of relaxing and telling our muscles they don't always have to work. They don't always have to carry the weight of stress for us. It's very helpful for our mobility. Inhale as you lift your head. We're going to move onto our backs. So you can shift your weight onto your side and swing your legs out in front of you, or any way that feels good to come down. And find the center of your mat with your hips, and just keep your bolster pretty close to you, or your blanket. But first, let's roll all the way down. So you can come down to your elbows first and let your spine roll all the way out on the mat. Extend your legs out. Find your comfy spot. And inhale as you pull the right knee to your chest. We're going to keep the right knee kind of open. So take your right hand and you can grab behind your right knee on your hamstring. If that feels pretty easy to you, you can take your right hand and grab the outside of your right foot. So Ardha Ananda Balasana, half happy baby pose. Great for the lower back and more gentle than doing a full happy baby. If it feels good to take a little sway or a little movement here, you can just explore your range of motion. Should feel really nice for the lower back. And if you're holding the back of your hamstring, that's okay too. You can take some ankle rolls, one direction and then the other. And just keep breathing into the pose. Let's keep the right knee drawn in and pull the left knee up to meet it. So we're just going to give ourselves a little hug, knees into the chest. If you want to take a little rock so you can pull your knees in and let them move away from you. Them move away from you. Last one. As you let them move away from you the last time, you can let your right leg stand. Let's lift your left foot to the sky as you pull on your left hamstring, or take your left hand and grab the outside of your left foot. You can let the knee fall open and out. It's not really a straightened knee to chest, but it's open. So your hip is rotated. Soles of your feet facing the sky. Hamstring faces the sky. And just let yourself surrender and breathe. If you're holding your hamstring, you can take your ankle circles. Exploring movement. And let your left leg bend in as you gently release it back to the ground with both legs out. We'll move into supported fish pose, so come up onto your elbows. If you want to, you can push yourself all the way up. What you'll need to do is grab your blanket or your bolster, and if you have the rolled blanket, it'll be rolled long ways so it creates a rectangle. And you're going to pull your blanket or your bolster up to your sacrum. So it's going to be right at your lower back. It's going to meet your sacrum, the little triangle bone at the base of your spine. So it's going to be flush with it. And then slowly lower yourself back onto your bolster so your spine is in line with it. So this is a great chest opener, and it's great for anybody experiencing that upper back hump or rounding of the shoulders. And this is going to be a pose that you can sit in for quite a while. If you want to take 5 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, your choice. But I'll encourage you to just do a quick body scan. Turn your palms to face the sky, or you can keep your fingers at your rib cage. Whatever's more comfortable for you. And starting at your feet, relax your ankles. Soften your kneecaps. Feel your quads and your hamstrings surrender. Let go of any holding in your hips, your belly. Feel your shoulders melt open. Relax the muscles all the way down the arms. Allow your heart to receive. And soften your jaw. And feel your forehead melt open. So I encourage you to stay here. And surrender to the earth. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.